Hey folks, I just wanted to do kind of an overview of my collection. This isn't my entire collection or anything, but that's the majority of it. And I just kind of wanted to run through knives. I like vids like this where people just kind of put out their collection and they just talk about certain knives. So that's what I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to kind of go maybe chronologically. I don't know, maybe by brand. We'll see. But I'm going to start off. I have modern folders. And with the modern folders, here, there we go. I have the Rat 1, which I've had this thing forever, and man, the Rat 1 is one of the best bargains that there is. It's made in Taiwan, so if you're not a fan of that, then you don't have to buy it. But for $30, I bought this one for $10, brand new at a pawn shop. I don't know why somebody pawned this off for like $3 or whatever, but they did. You get a hell of a knife. If you're into like modern tactical folders, the Rat 1 is definitely going to fill in with that role. I mean, look at it compared to the 550. It's a big knife. It's got more reach than the 550. And it's got a pretty thick spine. Thick enough, man. It doesn't need to be thicker than this. I don't know what you people are using your knives for, but it doesn't. I mean, this is a thick knife. And, I could pry with this almost. It's full flat grind. It's a great performer. So if you want a great performer and a great tactical knife, man, this is the way to go. The 8CR13 MOV or AUS 8. Yeah, it's AUS 8. The AUS 8 gets crazy sharp. And it's super easy to sharpen. You can just maintain it with a strop. And I'm talking crazy sharp. This is such an easy knife to get sharp. If you want to learn how to sharpen, get AUS 8 or 8CR13 MOV knives and just go to town on them. Because you can get them so sharp so easily. Great action. I've had like 3 of these. All of them are rock solid. This one I've been using the heck out of. I've cut up a bunch of fish with it, giant catfish and stuff like that. This is my fishing knife because of the, danger orange or whatever they call it, safety orange scales. If I drop it in the lake, I can crawl, wade in there and get it. And when I'm fishing, man, it's real nice to have that modern pocket knife advantage of the one hand extraction, opening, and closing, because I'm always cutting stuff when I'm fishing. Cutting up fish, cutting up line, whatever. So yeah, the Rat 1 is an excellent knife, and I've had this thing for forever. I've got the ZT 550. Whatever. It's a big brick of a knife. It's not the best performer. It's real thick. I don't know. I mean, it's well built and everything. Everybody complains about this. That doesn't really bother me. I don't know. It's just not doing it for me personally. I had the 561. I've had the 556. I've had the 770. And I think I'm missing one, but I liked all those. And for some reason, the one I have is the one I don't like. I've got the Blur. Man, I got this thing pretty recently, and this is an awesome knife, and I think I understand why people are obsessed with Blurs now. It just feels great. It deploys great. It's rock solid. Made in the USA. Got this awesome kind of grip tape texture. Super sharp. Beautiful blade shape. Super ergonomic. I mean, it's light. It carries great. It's super thin. It's got that real low profile clip, which I like. So yeah, the Blur's great, and I get it now. I understand why people love the Blur. So I've got a Blur. I've got a mini griptilian. These are great, of course. Everybody loves mini griptilians, and that's it. I think on the modern, on the modern folding knife. Oh yeah, I do have one more. I've got this thing. Dude, these are like $3.50 shipped on eBay. And I'm not joking. This is literally the sharpest knife I have ever had in my life. It's the cheapest knife I've ever bought. Look at that. Look at how it's touching the liner. Rock solid deployment though. Man, this thing is crazy sharp. Crazy sharp. I mean, it's basically I mean, you could shave with this. It's buttery smooth. It just, let's see here. I mean, it's just, oh my God. I mean, I actually shaved my face with this thing. It's crazy sharp. So I got this. These are like $3.50 shipped from China. It takes you like 1 billion weeks to get them. But if you want one of these, I don't know why I bought this, man. This is the only crappy knife I've ever bought on eBay. And I was just like, you know what? $4, whatever. So yeah, I've got that. And well, I guess while we're here, we'll talk about. We'll move on from the tactical to. I really like USA-made Schrade knives, and I have more of these somewhere in another container thing. Man, it seems like I'm missing quite a few of these. I got this Uncle Henry up here, but USA-made Schrade. Schrade, you know, as of now, it's Taylor brand, made in China, real crappy knives. I don't have any of them. Well, no, yeah, I do. I've got this one, which I bought recently. It was like $7. Dude, it's a piece of crap. Don't buy these. These are crappy. And apparently, in California, they give you cancer. It's an interesting fact. It came with a thing that said, gives you cancer if you live in California. Thank God I don't live in California. Or, because Chinese-made Imperial Schrades give you cancer. Yeah, you heard it here. Don't buy them. So the USA-made Schrades of old, Schrade was a manufacturer of pocket knives until 2003, and then they were started doing overseas production after they got bought out by Taylor brand. This is an 8OT, probably their most famous knife. Man, this thing is dirty. I gotta clean this thing. This is a real beat up one. So don't judge it based on this one, but look at that. Look at how tight these back springs are. USA Schrades were extremely well made, and these go on eBay. This was made between 1973 and 2003. If you don't see USA, don't buy it, because it's not made in the USA. And these are just fantastic knives. They go on eBay for like $15 and maybe $10 in this condition, which is perfectly serviceable. It's just got some pitting. You know, somebody probably tried to restore it and put it on eBay. But they're great users, and you can get new ones, like in-box, new old stock, for like $30. And dare I say, these are better than case knives. I really think they are. You know, I don't have a single case knife that's not all jacked up in the springs. Blades are pushed up against the liner. All sorts of crap going wrong with them. I mean, you got proud springs there. You got sunken springs there. You got gaps in the springs. They're all jacked up in some way. Not a single one that's not like that. And all of these are just so nice. I've even got them where they're flush at the half stop. You know, the 8OT doesn't have a half stop. This is the large 4-inch Stockman. And then I also have some scrimshaws of it. These are all USA. And the scrimshaws are just awesome. These are some of my favorite knives. Actually, the 8OT is my favorite knife. Favorite knife, hands down. 8OT, 885 UH, the Uncle Henry, which is also Schrade. And then these scrimshaws. They're so cool. Very neat. And I've got some more. I've got an older one here. This one's from the 60s. Somebody didn't know how to sharpen them, so I flattened this out and made it into Warncliffe. I think it did a pretty good job, huh? Dude, I carry this thing a lot. This is a good knife. This is a very good knife. Look at those back springs. Looks pretty good, huh? Looks pretty dang good. This is a medium Stockman. This thing is sharp. Sharpen all these blades. I like these slimline medium Stockmans. Not unlike the Case 6318, but a little bit slimmer. A little bit slimmer. Yeah. But this is a great knife too. I was just talking crap about Case, but look at that big old gap right there. This is a modern production. And I've got some more. The 10-8 OT. Is that right? 180 OT. Let's see here. Yeah, 10-8 OT is the small Stockman. And this thing is very nice in terms of fit and finish. I love this knife. This also goes with me when I go fishing typically, and I'll whittle with it. Let's see if I can get this to focus a little bit better. Look at that. Look at how nice that is. I mean, it's just perfect. These were perfectly made. The blades do not touch. I mean, it's just a very well-made knife. This was $10 on eBay. So yeah, USA trades. The main thing I collect, honestly, those in GEC, are just my favorite knives. You know, and speaking of GEC, let's move on to the GECs. I've actually got 3 GECs in the mail right now, coming to me. But these are my GECs right here. I think, let me see. Oh yeah, I got one right here. Just forcing a patina on this one right here. I'm actually in the middle of forcing a patina on this one, and so I've got this one too. I love GEC. You know, this is one of my favorite knives right here. And sorry about that. They just I got a limit on my camera, but yeah, they make the best knives, and it's just hands down no competition. I love GEC. You know, this 74. What a beautiful knife, right? I mean, this is just handsome. Come on. It's just an extremely handsome knife. Never gaps in the back spring. Always well made. Always centered. Just beautiful knives. And by the way, this is probably the sharpest knife in my collection. This is the 74 Ranch Hand Trapper. I carry this one a lot. I carried this one yesterday. I've got the Bull Buster. Large Stockman. Very large knife. Actually, I think it's right around the size of the Rat 1. Yeah. This is your tactical slip joint right here. Tactical slip joint. 72 Cody Scout. Another one that I carry often. I definitely gravitate towards jackknives. I like having a small secondary and a large main. Beautiful knife. Flush at the half stop. Very nice. Very nice. The 83 little lockback. I've got a Northfield version of this on the way. Unfortunately, it's another drop point and not the clip point, which is what I would ultimately want with this in this pattern. Green linen micarta. Very nice knife. The 53 Stockman Yellow Rose. Carried a lot. I carry all of these. These are my main carries. The 81, one of my favorite knives. Beautiful Stockman. And yeah, that's about it with those. I've got, you know, a bunch of Not a bunch. I've got some case knives. A pen knife that was my dad's. I stole it from him. A large 6340, 6375, which is an extremely large Stockman. These are super cool, but yeah, it's got some fit and finish issues. I carry that one. Yeah, I like that one. This was my first traditional pocket knife, actually, right here. This CV Mini Trapper. It's okay. I've got an old 6318. I've got a new 6318. Probably my favorite case pattern. And I've got a bunch of fixed blades. You know, this is probably my favorite. And this thing is crazy. I was in a previous video. I had talked about how I had sharpened it, and I kind of failed cutting some paper. So let me just say, I sharpened this again, and yeah. Of course, now I'm going to fail again, but it's because there's a tripod here. Ah! But anyway, I have perfected my convex sharpening technique. Of course, I totally fail on camera. Trust me, man, it's sharp. I just cut up a bunch of veggies with it to make chili. So this is my favorite fixed blade, probably. I've been carrying this one a lot for work. It's a good work knife. This is a custom by somebody in the Czech Republic. I carry this one often. However, it's extremely thick, and I don't even really see a purpose to that. This is a custom knife by D.W. Childress on Blade Forums. Very well made, very sharp. I like it. It's a great size. You know, I've got a lot of odds and ends. Hammerbrand, Imperial, Saber, Rough Rider, this crappy Imperial that gives you cancer. I've got a Winchester, Parker Lockback. Linder Hunter Stag. Pretty cool knife, German made hunting knife. I don't have a sheath for it, so I don't ever carry it. But let's see, what else do I have? Looks like I'm missing a bunch of knives, actually. Got all this out, and now I realize I'm missing knives. The Nessmuck, I've been taking this thing fishing. I like it, it's thin. Look at this. Which one do you think is going to cut better? Yeah, this one. I'm going to put a convex edge on it today, I think. But, yeah, that was me rambling about my knife collection. Part of my knife collection. So, until next time, I think it's something to talk about. Take care.